goddag. There's so many bikes in my city. That's probably the special thing about Copenhagen. There's more bikes than cars. Sometimes this is abstract, but I consider myself like a cook in cuoco. So it's about having a basis, and because I'm a guitar player, my basis came from playing blues and rock, and suddenly I became interested in jazz music. One of my biggest love stories is the connection with the Indian classical music, because it took me as a spiritual person and an artistic person, and it kind of, I found inspiration there. I'm not playing Indian music, but I just found a home. When I was there, I could speak the language of Indian and totally connect with Indian music, but I could also give them something that they never saw before, and that was an amazing experience. My sense of creation already started as a child. I was kind of very sick in that sense that I didn't have so much social contact, and I was drawing and painting a lot, making cartoons, and had a daily training of my imagination as a child. And music came when I was a young teenager. I have a clear story about when I was playing table tennis in the cantina at the school at one point, and our groundkeeper, he was interested in music, and he put on a new record, Sultans of Swing. And I remember this kind of magic that you're playing, and suddenly, like that, you're changed forever, because you're touched by something. I was just, wow. At that point, music was this kind of magic, and I was attracted to it immediately. My first impressions looking at the guitar, I think, I'm never gonna learn this. It's too complicated, all this. But I had a lot of time. And at some point I just started to play, just really to play without having any structure. And then at one point I figured out that I could entertain my class, in the school.
Life is something that just happens live.
I can play my own stuff. So I always, all my life, improvised and composed. And so for that, I think it became important for me I knew that music was this vehicle to make contacts with people.
So I am keeping grow, making my move, taking my time.
I think nature for me is something real. I run a lot in nature, and I have this kind of like I'm being charged when I'm in nature. I think it's important not only to Scandinavians but to all humans to be in contact with something real. I mean, everything is of course real, but the roots of a building is some stuff manipulated by humans. But nature is something that is just like you are and I am. And this kind of mystery, who we are and nature, that there is some connection there.
Taking the time, keep the groove, making my move, letting it shine. Simona Zanini, thank you for a wonderful evening. And thank you to all of you for coming.